Report home. Hello. Something has come to my attention. It is a grave subject, but I feel that it will serve us both better if I impart it unto you. But what, you ask? And I will tell the story of a wishing well, and of a prince that leapt inside, from a fearsome hunter's gaze to hide. Unfortunately, the rest doesn't rhyme. Sorry. Once upon a time, there was a stately prince, who may or may not have been me. It was me. Whoever he was, he served his people with great compassion, and only taxed the things that needed to be taxed, like food, and clothing, and housing, and underwear. But let us not dwell on such sainthood, for there are many other honorable qualities the prince possessed, like an iron will, a personal pastry chef, and a harem with indoor plumbing. But unbeknownst to the prince, there was great unrest in his kingdom, despite his obvious hospitable efforts. In the evenings, as the mighty monarch slumbered, peasants from the four corners of his great land gathered under the cover of darkness, to plot against the prince and his perfect puppies. For they had seen that his love for the pups was greater than his love for his subjects. A victimless crime, some would say, for it cannot truly be a misdeed to clad canines in pure platinum. I mean, don't rappers do that all the time? Regardless, one morning as the prince dozed upon his bed of eagle feathers, he was torn from his slumber by a great outcry from his courtyard. And so he rose and stepped out upon his balcony of pure ivory, to find an innumerable amount of his subjects gathered upon the front lawn. "My people," the prince proclaimed, "for what reason have you roused me this morn?" "Because, our prince," came the boor's rebuttal, "we have seen your love for your puppies, and also for your pastry chef, and we grow tired of both." And at this the prince was greatly enraged. "How dare you denounce my precious pets?" So spoke the prince, his heart filled with an unquenchable anger. "My dogs mean everything to me, and if I could find a way, those hounds would be my heirs." "We were afraid of such a thing, our prince," said the leader of the peasants. "So we have hired the best prince hunter in all the valley to remove you from your throne." "Huh?" the prince chuckled. "There is no such man in all the world that could remove me from my dominion." "Aye, my prince. So we have not hired a man." And with these words a great chill gripped the prince, as he gazed down into the depths of the crowd, and saw there amongst the teeming unwashed masses the most fearsome prince-hunting wizard in all the land, Merlin. And so he fled, with his faithful hounds in tow, to the resting place of his father's father, William the First, whose body was buried deep in the earth, beneath a magical well, where the prince was sure Merlin would not find him. And so into it he leapt, followed by his hounds. And there they stayed for many days, until the prince grew weak with hunger, and to his heart's dismay was forced to eat the puppies. And so he lived off the dogs in the depths of the well for many moons, until he was finally able to resurface, and travel far away, to the kingdom of Murfreesboro, where he now hides as a humble college student, waiting always for the day that he will take revenge on the great Prince Hunter Merlin for forcing him to eat his puppies. The end. Now I hope you can see why I told you this tale. I felt it quite necessary, And if that prince was me, and it's not,
Yes, it is.
I would hope that you still supported me in all my endeavors. For if you did not, I might have to tax your underwear.